Alright, y'all. Heading off to the Pine Barrens adventure camp, adventure bike training. So I just found this online the other day. Literally signed up within like a couple days. Haven't been riding my bike off-road in a couple years. Keep my fingers crossed on how this is going to turn out. Just going to keep it in the generic settings that for drive. Trying to get going before I start sweating my ass off. I literally feel like a fucking astronaut. Haven't been riding my gear. First time I've ever worn these Tech 7 boots that I got on the bike. I think I have plenty of gas. My phone, my Garmin Messenger's on. I have my hydration bladder on, which I think I need to turn around because my hose is flapping. But it's a little bit of chance of rain today. I felt it sprinkling when I was stepping outside the garage. I want it to be in turn-by-turn mode. There we go. Let's do that. Alright, y'all. Gonna see how this goes. Looks like my easy pass is loose. Can't have that. I'm gonna pull over up here and tighten that up. Yeah, I'm gonna stop right here. Make sure that thing's not gonna fall off any point today. Neutral. There we go. I don't know, I think it's good. Little suction cup device. So I took my Lone Rider bags off, my saddlebags on the side, and I have my top box on. That's the only thing I have on. And I have my Moskimoto fatty roll tool bag, which I'm sure all that shit's gonna come off because it won't stay on without having, it won't stay in place without having my top box on. So it says I'm gonna get there 8:18. It starts at 8:30. Should be good. I did ask the instructor if I could have my GoPro cameras on, and he said he'd prefer that not, and I don't blame him. I understand that. So right now it's 65 degrees. I have a pair of running tights on under my pants. I have a t-shirt on. I don't think it's supposed to get much warmer than this today. Maybe 70, which I'm glad of. Definitely okay with that. I did try a few different gear setups last night. I tried to put my knee sleeves on under these pants. They were just way too stiff. My pants were over them. I tried to put like a padded girdle thing on that I bought from Climb. That was never going to happen. And then I just put the normal hip protectors and the knee pads back in these pants. And these are the MSR pants. I don't think I'm going to get gas right now because I got 4 bars. I think it's only roughly 100 miles down and back. Not sure how far we'll be riding today. So I got my tank bag, my toolkit, and my back top box. It's the only things I have on this bike. I had considered wearing my heated gear the other day because it was getting down the 40s at night, but man, right now I'm so glad I did not because I feel good with this weather. Well, now it says 63. I guess it was feeling the engine heat earlier. Normally I don't go out and try to play in traffic, y'all. I'm usually out here avoiding traffic. But today, the first part, I'm not going to be able to avoid it. Shouldn't be much traffic. We'll see. We shall see. And I have my Sena headset in, but I don't know if I want to use it. I have it on my helmet. I don't know if I'll need it. And these tires, I don't even think they're broken in, to be honest. But I think they will be after this weekend. So it's a 2-day course. I'm not sure if they're gonna have tomorrow, because right now there's a state of emergency declared for tomorrow, starting tonight, because of the storm coming in off the coast. I guess we'll find out soon enough. So I'm a little anxious, to be honest, because I don't have any off-road experience. But this course is a 101, so it's for beginners and intermediate. So as long as that holds true, and I don't hurt any body parts, I think I'm good. But like I said before, when I put this gear on, man, I feel like a fucking astronaut. No joke. And I think there's quite a bit of classroom time, so I'm not sure how all that's going to play out. I didn't bring any specific rain gear. This MSR gear is waterproof, pants and jacket. I took my highway pegs off. So what all did I take off? I took my highway pegs off. I took my Garmin Tread 2 device off. I left my CarPlay device on the front in my dash. I'll probably end up putting my phone in one of my pockets while I'm out riding. I may end up taking the Easy Pass thing off while I'm there. I don't know, I guess it all depends on how they what they want me to do, because it's obviously a school, so they'll tell me what I should do and what I shouldn't do. And you can see where the fire happened before on the right. All those trees are black. Yeah, so I have aggressive knobby tires on, and the school said you have to have knobbies. Said you got to have good boots. Said tires are negotiable, but boots are not. So, understood. I weighed 303.5 this morning. With all my gear on, I'm probably close to shit 330. That's my guess, between the boots, the jacket, the pants. I have a small water bladder in the back of my jacket, which weighs about, I don't know, I think I got 3/4 of a liter in there of water. So basically my bike doesn't know it, but it thinks I'm riding 2 up. It's just me. So tomorrow, if it's raining, man, this ride is gonna suck. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. Like, generally speaking, I don't care. Like, I'll ride through weather, but it's supposed to be 60-mile-an-hour gusts. Which, I'm a heavy dude, but in rain, wet, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. We'll see. They say the class happens rain or shine. I'm hoping the rain really holds off today until I get home. Till like 6 o'clock, 6:30. But I do think it's gonna spit on us occasionally today. Right now I have traction control on max. I have it in normal drive mode. Obviously ABS is on. And I raised my screen up because I didn't know if it was going to be raining today to the high position. You can lower it about 1.5 to 2 inches. And I'm curious to see how many students are in this course, because I have no idea what it's going to be like in October. And all told, it's about $700, and I'm not even spending the night anywhere locally, which is actually a pretty good price for a 2-day course. Some of the other ones are much more expensive. And it's crazy because I was just watching YouTube videos the other day, I guess last weekend or early in the week, and somebody referenced this school, and I was like, what? I never heard of that. Of course, to be honest, I haven't even thought about my riding off-road much in the last couple of years. And as you know, I just started riding again. So I went online and looked, and sure enough, I was worried that they weren't gonna have any more courses this year, and honestly, I'm kind of out of shape right now. Like, honestly, hell, I'm definitely out of shape. I haven't ridden off-road in 2 years. But just getting back into it, and I was gonna ride all winter anyways, just go out and practice by myself, but I was like, shit, it'd be nice if I could get in a course, even as rusty as I am, and as out of shape as I am, and as unbroken in as my gear is. So I'm gonna be like the worst student they've ever had. I've gained 20 pounds since last fall. Haven't been off-road in 2 years. Just started riding this bike again about a month ago. And my gear all is pretty much brand fucking new. I've worn this jacket and pants, what, a couple times? Not even with these boots. So the first time I've worn these boots outside of my garage. So yeah, there's that. So fingers crossed this goes smoothly, and And I watch so many damn videos about riding off-road. Like, I kid you not, man. I watch fucking thousands of them. I always have them playing. I got favorites. I watch people like Brett Tax, Adam Reeman, the Australian guy. There's a adventure, I forget what it's called. There's a company out in California and Oregon that does like long trips. I watch a lot of their videos. There's a lot of training tips and things out there. Yeah, I'm very curious how this is gonna go. Excited, anxious, hoping they give me some tips about the DCT and my big ass riding this bike. The one thing I'm glad about is that I really don't have any off-road experience. I've ridden a handful of times this thing off-road, but I don't think I'm bringing any bad habits. Maybe just from carrying over from the road, but I don't have a clutch on this thing, so that's one thing I don't really have to think about. Honestly, I was telling Jennifer last night, I'm glad it's not in the middle of summer and 90 fucking degrees. I would much prefer 60, because yeah, that would suck ass, yo. The other thing I'm about to remind myself to do is drink fluids. Yeah, this is not the Goldwing. Don't get it twisted. This is not the comfortable, luxurious couch that the Goldwing is. I gotta get used to all this gear, y'all. I wish I'd have done this or known about adventure bike riding when I was younger. It is weird, like, you know, you could just get on your bike and go for a ride, but there's so much fucking gear you gotta bring on these things. Like, I have my spare tires, tubes. I got my spare tubes, I got my toolkit, I got all kinds of shit that, yes, I'm gonna have to fucking take with me if I go anywhere on this bike. If I'm out of reach of calling AAA. But it's crazy, like all the shit you gotta put on to ride off-road. The protective gear, the boots. And if you're not comfortable with it, not used to it, man, it's a lot. So it's been a couple years, like I'm not kidding. I spent hours this week taking shit off my bike, trying to make sure I knew what to bring, trying on gear combinations yesterday. And this morning I get up and I'm ready to go, like, okay. And I'm sitting on there and I'm like, my God. Got a lot of shit on me. And I don't even have that much. Like, I just got my top box. I don't have a lot of stuff. People don't realize it, I guess, until you're doing it. It's like, okay, yeah, it's different than you think. That was a cool Bronco. Man, it smells like ass here. It always does. These low areas, swampy area, boggy areas. Look at that sky. Hold off on me, sky. Don't start spitting. And it just started spitting, I think. Thought it wasn't supposed to start raining until this evening. Yeah, it's definitely raining right now. I am curious if it's going to pour on us today. I'm sure most people come down here and stay in a hotel. The last thing they're going to want to do is ride another 3 hours. So I'm riding an hour and a half down, doing the course, going to ride an hour and a half home. My ass is going to be handed to me today, y'all. At least that's what I'm thinking. It's really the first rain I've driven this bike in. And I'm on fucking knobbies, but they're supposed to be decent in rainy conditions as well. So we'll see how that plays out. Okay, I'm going to turn my heated grips on just a little. Put it on 2 or whatever the hell that is, 40%. Cruising pretty comfortably at 74 miles an hour. Yeah, this is going to be a test for a lot of this new gear. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy. Oh man, it's coming down now, so my camera's gonna get soaked or whatever. Okay, initiated by rain. This will probably be the theme of the day, is my guess. And I do have a couple different pairs of gloves back there. I got some big warmer gloves. I actually have some rain gloves. They're not technically bike rain gloves, but they're like blue fisherman's gloves. When I was up in Nova Scotia, some other motorcyclist, him and his wife were wearing them. I was like, what are those? Because my gloves were soaked. I had like waterproof, quote unquote, leather gloves. And he's like, oh, you got to get some of these. You can buy them at any gas station up here. So they're like blue fisherman's like deck gloves, and they got like a felt lining in them or whatever. But I'm not kidding, in rain they're the best. They're almost like wellies for your hands with like a liner in them. State of emergency starting tonight. I know there's a course next week in the intermediate to advanced, I think, course it's called, which I am nowhere near ready for that shit. I may never be ready for that shit. Call Jennifer. Hello, my love. Can you hear me? Thought I'd call and try it out. So I'm huh? What were you gonna say? Well, it's all right. I'm definitely getting rained on a little bit here and there. I'll be shocked if they have the course tomorrow because of the state of emergency. But we'll see. I got about 10 more miles on the highway before I get off, and then I got like 20 miles towards the bridge. Nah, not too bad. All right, are you good? Can you see my dot? Oh, okay. So I don't know if I'll have it on all day, but I turned it on because I don't know if I'm gonna have it on the bike. All right, love you. I'll keep you in the loop. All right, bye. We're getting rained on, y'all. We are getting doused. Fucking wasn't supposed to rain this early. It's supposed to rain later today, y'all. So I'm gonna be driving like a grandpa. I got 8.5 more miles on the highway. I'm getting poured on right now. Holy smokes. Didn't expect this on the Africa Twin now, did we? Cars braking in front of me. Just let you, that goes to show, like, interesting. And I am curious about these tires, and I'm not trying to test them in the corners. But at some point I'm gonna have to get off this and do a little bit of riding on the side roads. If the fucking day is like this, it's gonna be a hot stinking mess, y'all. This car in front of me is slowing down. The truck behind me, I'm trying to see if I feel any like leakage in my suit and stuff. Ah, damn, man, I'm getting poured on, like, no joke. I didn't bring any rain gear specifically, like specific rain gear. I actually feel a little bit of water on my foot, which is weird. My left foot, because these boots are supposed to be fucking got a gator on them and everything. But yeah, it's coming down hard, y'all. This is why you wear gear. Following this car. So these boots, I do not believe, are waterproof. Let me just say that, because I definitely feel water coming through them. And I thought about putting my waterproof socks on this morning when I looked in my drawer, because I have some waterproof socks that I wear to my bicycles. Well, at least I know they're not waterproof, and it's honestly probably a good thing because it lets my feet breathe. Doesn't trap condensation in them. So I'm hoping I come out of this weekend without having a busted up bike or a busted up body. Those are my two hopes for the weekend. Yeah, I don't think I've ever ridden this bike in rain like this. Almost positive I don't even take it out when it's about to rain. So breaking these tires in the rain. Ay, 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 y'all. Oh, yeah, there's that. Car in front of me had their flashers on. Fortunately, the car behind me slowed down, or the truck, or whatever it is. I do not like riding in rain. I don't know what cyclist likes riding in rain. I've done it before. I've done it quite a bit before. Actually done long tours and shit, but never on this bike. It's first time for everything, apparently. We're almost out of this cloud, so that's good. In sunny weather, this is a nice little drive. There's some little ruts on this road here that I feel shaking, give me a little bit of head shake, which is interesting to feel that on these knobbies. That Desert HT on the front's aggressive, y'all. Like, no joke. I'm going over that way, so I'm headed right under that shit over there. Not ideal, but that's where I'm going. Got about 2.6 miles before I take a right. Yeah, these grooves in this road just making my bike do a little bit of shaking. Don't love the grooviness. I guess the knobbies just grip it and do its thing in the front. Like, who does this? Who signs up for a course in October when it's gonna rain? But it wasn't supposed to rain today, y'all. Just saying. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. I'm gonna open my face shield just a hair. Just a hair, like right there. Cars in front of me, cars behind me. We have a green. Green is good. Be smooth. In the rain and all. My God, I've been riding in the rain more than I haven't been this morning. It wasn't supposed to rain this morning. Shit. Ooh, doggies, I'm feeling a little chilly. Not gonna lie. Air is coming up in under my sleeves. Come on, Penlock, what are you doing? You're kind of working, but you're kind of not working. Fucking gloves are gonna be soaked. Everything's gonna be soaked. And fucking just getting poured on this morning. God damn. Did not expect this at all. Not today. Tomorrow, expected it a lot worse, but not today. Face shield, you gotta come up a little. Because it's fogging up, y'all. It's fogging up. And I don't have a squeegee on this glove. 2.5 miles, I take a left. So the jacket and pants are waterproof. I can tell that. But I am cold. Temperature says 58 degrees, so I will say it is nice not having a fucking clutch, not having to deal with that shit. Though some people might not understand that, but trust me when I say it's fucking nice not having to deal with it. It's nice not having to deal with it. So I opened my face shield. I'm getting sprayed, y'all, so we're gonna close that. Close that right back up. My face shield, I can see out of it, but it's a hot mess. I'm gonna say that. I'll tell you that. The fucking rain, y'all. I don't see any other motorcycles out here. I feel like I'm getting pranked. Getting pranked, yo.